It's time for Oskaloosa Indians softball action on the No Coast Network. And now, live softball action on the No Coast Network.
And now today the Indians take part in the Indian Classic here at the Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa. And Oskaloosa's first game will be against EastMarshall, the Mustangs, who are ranked number 10 of the state in Class 2A. Good morning, everyone. I'm Joe Lancello along with Kate Snakenberg. Thanks for joining us here on KMZN, AM and FM and the No Coast Network. Kind of like 2 weeks ago with the Oskaloosa Classic, we're looking at a day where there is rain in the forecast, and we're hoping that we're able to get all three of these games in today.
Yep, definitely. With rain coming, you got to get on fast. You got to win the first couple games, definitely most important, so you can, just in case if the rain does happen, you still come out on the winning side.
Oskaloosa coming in with a record of 9-7. They are now 3-6 in the Little Hawkeye Conference after being swept by Indianola last night, and that's nothing to really be ashamed about because Indianola is ranked 7th in the state in Class 5A.
Yeah, Indianola for the past seems like decade has just really dominated softball in their prospective class of the field 5A, which the Indians are 4A. So, nothing to hold your heads down for the Indians. They played a tough team last night, and I happened to watch that game. They played pretty well, too, so, nothing to hang your head, just come back and, get your revenge out tonight.
And certainly Coach Jay Harms would want to see his team put something up on the scoreboard after the double blanking from last night. I understand also Indianola had a grand slam home run that would have to be the second game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the lady from Indianola, caught wind last night, and it just sailed over the fence for the grand slam.
So we'll see what happens here against an EastMarshall team with a record of 14-4. The Mustangs coming off a 13-0 win last night. And I forgot to write down South Tama was who they beat. And Reagan McElrath pitched a 2-hitter, and McElrath also had a home run, part of a 3-hit game, and 5 runs batted in. She is not pitching in this first game. EastMarshall will be going with Cody Husky in the circle. Oskaloosa will have Haley Hacker pitching in this first game. We'll run down the starting lineups when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN, AM and FM and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford has the lowest prices around on brand new Fords. And now when you purchase a new Craig Ford, we'll also give you a 65-inch 4K HD flat screen TV.
No extra charge.
Buy a Ford, get a flat screen at Craig Ford. And if you can bring me a deal I can't beat, I'll still give you the TV. Craig Ford in Oskaloosa, where you get the best deals on new Fords and a 65-inch HD TV.
Some limitations apply. See Craig Ford for details.
Why is Seafirst Credit Union growing so fast? Because Andy got a great rate on his new truck for him and his best buddy. Because Derek and Stephanie's checking account includes opportunities to qualify for some serious cash. And Matt joined Seafirst because his best friends recommended it. And they were right about sushi. It all adds up. Save with us, borrow with us, grow with us. Because together is better.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
Back at Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa, Joe Lancello and Cade Snakenberg with you. Oskaloosa to take on East Marshall in the first of 3 games that the Indians will play today at the Indian Classic. Coaches are exchanging the lineups and talking ground rules with the umpires. Jerry Hosky, the coach of East Marshall, and Jay Harms, the coach of Oskaloosa. Let's run down the lineups. Haven't seen anything official about who is the home team and who is the away team, but then again, I see the Oskaloosa players have their bats and batting helmets on, so it would appear they're going to be the visitors and will be batting first. Leading off for Oskaloosa will be catcher Megan Mormon. Batting second, third baseman Ashley Kinnelly. Hitting third at first base, Ava Vanderwall. Batting fourth, the designated player Abby Braunmeyer, and she'll be hitting for pitcher Haley Hacker. Batting fifth for Oskaloosa is right fielder Sophia Dykstra. Hitting sixth at shortstop, Maddie Haynes. Batting seventh, center fielder Faith Durante. Taylor Wills is at second base, batting eighth, and Kaylee Johnson in left field, batting ninth. Now the lineup for East Marshall. The Mustangs will have Melinda Pumala leading off and playing center field. Maria Rasmussen bats second and plays second. Reagan McElrath is the shortstop, and she'll bat third. Batting cleanup, the catcher Madison Farrington. Hitting fifth at first base, Juliana Arifi. Batting sixth at third base, Hannah Burks. Batting seventh and pitching is Cody Hosky. She is the daughter of East Marshall coach Jerry Hosky. Batting eighth, the designated player Kayla Mommer, and she'll bat for left fielder Quinn Damon. And batting ninth for East Marshall is the right fielder Madison Duncan.
Well, Joe, we have a beautiful morning so far this morning. Some keys for the Indians, I think, that they need to do to win this game is get the bats going and get the bats going fast. Oskaloosa has been struggling hitting the ball as of recently. Last night they were faced with some good pitchers. So let's see if we can, swing fast and swing right away.
And get some people on base so that they can use the speed that they have to create some havoc on the bases.
Yep, they've just been hitting it, and they just, they've been hit right to the defenders, and, it's just been a tough couple nights so far for the Indians with the bats. So, let's see. We got 3 games today, good opportunities this morning in this first game, to get, to set the tone of the day. And let's see how we do first at bat.
Cody Hosky, the right-hander, a junior for East Marshall in the circle, coming off a one-hitter in her last game on Wednesday, and she also has a perfect game this season. As Megan Mormon, the Oskaloosa catcher, stands in and takes a first pitch for a strike, and we're underway. Hosky 8-3 on the season, not counting any stats from last night, and a 2.54 earned run average, 72 strikeouts in 69 innings. Mormon swings and a chopper into the hole. The shortstop comes up with it and throws too late.
There you go. Good start for Megan Mormon. The speed got her there. Nice play by the shortstop to back that play up. Otherwise, it could have been a double or something.
McElrath did very well to move to her right and get that ball in the hole. And they are moving Mormon to second base. I don't know if there was an interference issue or something like that, but she is now on second. And the courtesy runner for Oskaloosa is going to be Lauren Kuhn.
Joe, I think that ball went into the dugout, and typically, I remember when the ball goes in the dugout, they advance the batter up, so they couldn't go to third base or home.
So we have Kuhn, the courtesy runner, on second base with nobody out, and a promising start for the Indians. And this brings up third baseman Ashley Kinnelly, who bluffs about the pitch is high, and it pops out of the catcher's mitt and will go to the backstop, and Kuhn will go to third base on a pass ball.
Excellent opportunity to get some points in this first inning. That'll be huge since the Indians, were unable to get any runs in last night.
The third baseman, Burks for EastMarshall, up almost 2/3 of the way in, up the third baseline, as Kinley takes a pitch for ball one. Excuse me, count 1-1. Now they're saying 2-0. I thought the umpire had said strike. Here's the 2-0. Inside pitch, that is a strike, 2-1.
Yep, Ashley, nothing to worry about. She's ahead of the pitch count, so just find your pitch and, take it for a ride.
Burks at third, not as far back, or not as close as she had been earlier. And the next pitch to Kinley is outside, 3-1.
She's going to get a meatball on this pitch. Let's see if she swings or takes it.
Swing is a grounder back to the circle. Hosky, the pitcher, looks. Kuhn back at third and throws to first in time for out number one.
Yep, just an unfortunate break right there as the ball hit the ground, went right to the pitcher. The pitcher was smart enough to look Kuhn back to not make her advance to home and then deliver to throw out to first.
This brings up the left-hand hitting Ava Vanderwall, the first baseman for Oskaloosa. She looks at a pitch high and outside, ball one. Ava going into last night, .340 on the season, no homers, 12 runs batted in. Burks up a couple of steps at third. McElrath, the shortstop, up a couple of steps as well. The next pitch sails outside, 2-0. Designated player Abby Braunmeyer on deck for Oskaloosa. Top of the first, 2-0 pitch, high and outside, 3-0. And Hosky struggling with her control early on in this game. .3-0 to Vanderwall. Got the outside corner for a strike, 3-1. Madison Farrington, the catcher for EastMarshall. Juliana Arifi at first. Maria Rasmussen at second. Megan McElrath at short. And Hannah Burks at third.
She's going to get another meatball here.
Pitch is chopped to the shortstop. McElrath with a look at third. Throws to first in time for out number two. So again, Oskaloosa not able to get the ball out of the infield. And they still have Lauren Kuhn stuck at third now with 2 out. And this brings up designated player Abby Braunmeyer. Abby, a right-hand batter. And the pitch gets away from the catcher. It'll go to the backstop. And Kuhn will come in scoring, standing up to make it 1-0 Oskaloosa.
There you go.
That'll be a wild pitch because it was awfully inside, and Braunmeyer had to duck away from that. So the Indians take advantage of some breaks, and they score first. Next pitch is high, 2-0.
Yeah, very important that we got that run in. It just would have been, demoralizing for the team, I'm sure, if they couldn't get Kuhn in from third base with 0 outs.
The 2-0 to Braunmeyer, swung on, grounded to the right side. Second baseman Rasmussen had it, lost it, juggling it, and trying to scoop it to first, too late. And Braunmeyer will be on with an error.
Good hustle by Abby. Hit it right to the second baseman, but didn't stop. Kept running, and, it paid off for her as she couldn't field it clean.
Now this brings up the Indians' right fielder, Sophia Dykstra. Another right-hand hitter, hitting .296 on the year. Swing and a foul over here, out of here to the right, strike one. Indians have had an awfully busy week. 6 games, plus the 3 today. Next pitch misses, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm sure the girls are a little tired from this week's grind.
The 1-1 swung on, fouled out of here to the right, and the count goes 1-2. Braunmeyer, the runner at first. Oskaloosa with a run in here in the top of the first. Dykstra, right-hand batter against the right-hander Hosky. Swing and a chop foul at the plate. Count holds at 1-2. Shortstop Maddie Haynes on deck for the Indians.
Good job by Sophia, just getting a piece of it. She's got 2 strikes on her. Anything close, she has to take a rip at. She doesn't get the strikeout.
Braunmeyer on first, ready to move. This is swung on and driven into left center field, and that will go all the way to the wall. Braunmeyer around second. She'll get to third, and Dykstra with a 2-out double.
Nice hit by Sophia. She threw her hands at the ball, got her hips turned into it, and that ball drove out to left center field. Nice line drive. Excellent start for the Indians in this first inning. 2 outs. Let's see if Maddie Haynes can, bring these runners in. Maddie's been struggling as of from late, so she's due.
The Oskaloosa shortstop looks at a pitch inside for ball 1. Maddie hitting 163 on the year. She was All-State last year as a freshman. The right-hand batter Haynes looks in. Next pitch is inside 2-0.
Now, very important for Maddie. She in her recent games, she just has been getting behind the pitch count and then been having to settle for some bad pitches, so she can stay up.
Here's a swing and a grounder right to the first baseman, Arifi, who'll step on the bag and retire to the side. But the Indians score first. They get a run on 2 hits. There were 2 EastMarshall errors and 2 runners left. After a half inning, it's Oskaloosa 1, EastMarshall coming to bat. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Oskaloosa get a run on the top of the first inning, and now EastMarshall coming to bat. The Mustangs will have Melinda Pumala, their center fielder, to lead things off. Going into last night's game, Pumala hitting .459 on the year. No home runs, 9 runs batted in. 17 of 17 as a base stealer. Haley Hacker, the left-hander, throws, and the pitch is a strike. Pumala also qualified for the state track meet in 4 different events. Left-hand batter. Standing in straight, the 0-1. Swung on, slapped toward third. Kinley up with it, throws to first too late. And there was the track speed showing right there. Kinley was up a couple of steps at third, but Pumala just too fast.
I was going to say, that was fast. And it's not like Ashley Kinley didn't throw that ball out there super fast either. That was just pure speed from Pumala.
The advantage that a really fast runner has, and here's a bunt foul by second baseman Maria Rasmussen for strike 1. Rasmussen hitting .579 on the season. 1 home run, 24 runs batted in. Rasmussen, a left-handed batter. Hackers 0-1. The pitch gets away from the catcher, and Pumala will take advantage and go to second.
It's a good thing Megan got a piece of that, because I'm sure if that would have hit the backstop, Pumala would have rounded it and went straight on to third with her speed.
She might have thought about it. The 1-1 just missed inside 2-1.
Haley had an unfortunate week before last night. She had pitched 2 games and lost, first to Norwalk, then to Grinnell. And Coach Harms said it best, so just a second.
The 2-1 swung on, foul to the plate, count evens 2-2 on Maria Rasmussen.
Coach Harms, I thought, said it best. You know, Haley's pitched well in her 2 losses. He felt bad for her. They just haven't hit. She lost 2 games with 4 runs combined. So, you know, it's not like
the 2-2 soars away from the catcher, and Pumala will take third easily. A wild pitch.
It's not like she hasn't been pitching bad or anything. The Indians just, you know, offense hasn't been able to back her up.
Hacker looks in. Lefty to lefty as Rasmussen stands in. The 2-2. Swinging a foul back of the screen. Still 2-2. Or did I miss a pitch? The scoreboard says 3-2. That was 3-2 pitch, and this one is inside for ball 4. So Rasmussen is on. EastMarshall runners at first and third with nobody out. And this brings up shortstop Reagan McElrath. The junior hitting .434. Hit her 4th home run of the season last night. And has driven in 24 runs. Right-hand batter, swing and a foul at the plate, strike 1.
Yep, Haley can't give her what she wants. She's going to have to pitch, you know, the sides either inside or outside. Can't be putting them high and down the middle. Let's see what she does up on the circle.
EastMarshall wearing shirts that are white in the front, purple in the back with gold numbers on the back and purple letters in the front. The 0-1 pitch as Rasmussen takes off for second. The pitch is the ball, and Rasmussen to second with a stolen base. So now the Mustangs with runners in second and third and nobody out. The 1-1 to McElrath, high 2-1.
See if she can hit it to the pitcher. Just getting out.
McElrath starting with an open stance and closes it back up before she takes a swing, and she swings this one and fouls into the screen, and the count goes to 2-2. Catcher Madison Farrington on deck for EastMarshall. Oskaloosa is up 1-0 in the bottom of the first, but EastMarshall threatening with runners on second and third and nobody out. The 2-2 to McElrath, swing and hit slowly down the third baseline and rolls foul. Count stays at 2-2. Megan Mormon catching for Oskaloosa. Ava Vanderwall at first, Taylor Wills at second, Maddie Haynes at short, and Ashley Kinley at third. Hackers 2-2, swung on, fouled into the screen, and we're still at 2-2. Oskaloosa in the outfield, Kaylee Johnson in left, Faith Durandi in center, and Sophia Dykstra in right. Indians straight away and deep in the outfield.
Yep, definitely taking some respect into account for this batter.
The 2-2 to McElrath, chopped foul again at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2.
It's a good battle right now between the pitcher and batter. Let's see who wins.
Hacker, the left-hander, against the right-handed batting McElrath. 2-2. Sails high, 3-2. EastMarshall one pitch away from loading the bases.
Let's see. Haley's going to give her a nice pitch right now. Let's see if our infield can look back to runner on third and fire to first.
Swung and a ball driven into left field for a base hit. Johnson is up with it. 2-run score. And EastMarshall take the lead 2-1 on a 2-run single to left by Reagan McElrath. It was hit in the right spot, just lined over Ashley Kinley's head into short left field. And with the speed of Puma and Rasmussen, they were able to come around quite easily.
Just a perfect at-bat for EastMarshall. Probably had around 10-ish pitches in that series and ended it with a 2 RBI single.
Now catcher Madison Farrington looks at a pitch inside for ball 1. Farrington, a senior, .471 batting average, 5 homers, 30 runs batted in going into Friday's play. The 1-0 swung on, hit into the center field. Coming over is Durrani to make the grab for out number 1. And McElrath will stay at first.
There you go, Faith. Way to track it in. Get the first out of the day for the Indians.
This brings up first baseman Juliana Arifi. That's A-R-I-F-I. The senior hitting .382, 2 homers, 23 RBI. Looks at a pitch high for ball 1. Juliana will be playing volleyball at Grandview next year. So she could very well make acquaintances with Oskaloosa's Casey Hill. Swing a grounder foul to the right. Count evens 1-1. Casey's going to play football at Grandview. And Carter Heiser, also from Oskaloosa, is going to run track and I think cross country as well.
Yep. That's his plan as of right now. And they're both rooming together.
The 1-1 just missed outside 2-1. McElrath, the runner at first, 1 away, 2 runs in for EastMarshall here in the bottom of the second, and they lead Oskaloosa 2-1. 2-1 to the right hand hitting Arifi. Here's a swing, slow grounder to short.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Haynes stepped on the bag for 1 and the relay to first in time for a double play.
Good play by Maddie Haynes, getting the double play, getting the Indians out of the inning. Down 1 point, nothing to lose. Nothing to hang your head out. Let's get our bats fired up again. Let's regain the lead.
It's early. EastMarshall in the first, 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors and nobody left. After 1 inning, EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian softball on KMZ.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Oskaloosa come to bat in the top of the second inning, trailing EastMarshall 2-1. Joe Lancello and Kate Snakenberg with you here on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network. And you're watching us on RadioKMZN.com. Faith Durandi, the Indian center fielder, stands in. She'll be followed by second baseman Taylor Wells and left fielder Kaylee Johnson. Durandi a swing and a miss to the first pitch for strike 1. Faith hitting .318 going into yesterday's play. 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. Tall right-hand batter. 0-1 swing and a grounder up the middle for the base hit. Faith with a solid single. That's the third hit of the day, for Oskaloosa. And this brings up second baseman Taylor Wells.
Yep. Great hit for the Indians' freshman phenom. She's been playing great all year, keeping it going.
Wells, a right-hand batter, is the corner infielders charging. The ball is bunted toward the mound, picked up by the first baseman, Arifi, who throws to the second baseman covering for the out.
She almost got there, too. Good bunt. Way to advance Faith on to second base. See if Kaylee can hit her home.
Taylor Wells with the sacrifice. Durandi is on second. Now Kaylee Johnson, the left fielder, stands in. Right-hand batter looks at one that caught the inside corner for a strike. Kaylee hitting .160, no homers or runs batted in. This would be a nice spot for RBI number 1. With the Indians trailing 2-1 in the top of the second. The 0-1. Inside pitch for a ball, 1-1. The top of the order and catcher Megan Moorman on deck for Oskaloosa. The 1-1 swing and a miss at a fastball, 1-2.
Just behind on that pitch, Kaylee was. She took a nice hack at it. She got to choke up, get her hands a little bit faster.
The 1-2 swing and a foul into the screen. Kaylee just got a piece of that, and the count holds at 1-2. Burks at third. Starting to think her normal position is a couple of steps in from the third base bag. The 1-2 swung on, popped high in the air, going into short center field. The center fielder, Pumala, coming in to make the grab for out number 2, and Durandi holds at second. Brings up the top of the order, an Oskaloosa catcher, Megan Mormon, who reached on an infield single and scored the Oskaloosa run in the first inning, coming to score on a wild pitch. Hoskey's first pitch. Missed for a ball.
I like how Megan has played all year and how she's batted all year.
1-0, caught the inside corner, 1-1. Durandi on second. EastMarshall outfield straight away. Deep except for the right fielder, Duncan, who's in a couple of steps. Shooter swing and a pop to short right field. Pumala coming over into right center to make the grab and end the inning. The Indians get a leadoff single but can't convert it. One hit, one runner left. The Indians have stranded 3 after an inning and a half. EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian softball at the Indian Classic on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
EastMarshall come to bat in the bottom of the second, leading Oskaloosa 2-1. Hannah Burks, the third baseman, will lead things off. Plenty of softball going on here today. Besides this game going on right now, EBF is playing Sigourney, Knoxville at Norwalk, and Albia at Wayne. And the EastMarshall and EBF freshmen are also squaring off as we speak. Later today, Oskaloosa will take on Fairfield at 12:45 and Creston at 4:15. We'll have both games on KMZN. The first pitch to Burks was too far inside, and it hit her. Looks like it got her in one of the hands.
Yeah, right on the...
Oh, got her on the left elbow.
Yep.
She was starting to rub her hand at first in the batter's box before she took her base.
Showing the toughness out there. It didn't even look phased when it hit her.
Now pitcher Cody Hoskey stands in. 314 average, 2 home runs, 10 batted in. Hoskey bunts, and it's foul off the screen for strike 1.
Joe, that Oskey-Fairfield game should be pretty fun and interesting as, you know, last year, I think he called that game. In sub-state, it was a sub-state game to go to state, and Fairfield beat Oskey at home.
Hoskey showing bunt again. This time lets the pitch go outside for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, those two haven't met up since that game, I'm pretty sure, so it should be a fun one.
I was talking to the Fairfield coach earlier this week. He said he didn't expect Jay Harms. Here's a bunt toward the mound. Hacker fields and throws to first in time for the out. It was Taylor Wills covering at first, so the sacrifices scored 1-4. Pitcher to second. and Brooks will go to second. As I was saying, I was talking to the Fairfield coach earlier this week. He was saying that he's most likely not going to use his best pitcher today, and he doesn't expect Jay Harms to use his best pitcher in their game today. And that's probably going to be right because Haley Hacker is pitching right now and throws a strike to designated player Kayla Mommer. Mommer hitting for left fielder Quinn Damon.
Yep, and as I remember, that was a game the Indians should have won. We were up 4 within the last inning, I think, and gave up 5.
Ouch.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. Count goes 0-2 to Mommer. Right-hand batter against the left-hander Haley Hacker.
It was a tough one, but I think that loss helped to motivate all of our players more this year, to get better, because they most of the players on this team have made it to state, and they want to get back there as much as they can.
2 years ago, the 0-2 pitch was high and outside, and here's strike 3 called as Mommer is retired. That's the first strikeout for Haley Hacker today. 2 down for EastMarshall. Yep. Burks remains the runner on second, and this brings up right fielder Madison Duncan.
Big strikeout by Haley Hacker, as now the Indians just have to go to first base to retire the inning.
First batter just missed low and away. Ball 1. Duncan, a senior, hitting 180, no homers, 13 runs batted in. Right-hand batter hits one to second, Wills up with it, throws to first in time for the out. So EastMarshall get the leadoff batter on, but can't get her around. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left. After 2, EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
After 2 innings, Oskaloosa a run, 3 hits, no errors. EastMarshall 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. Ashley Kinley, the third baseman, to lead off for Oskaloosa here in the top of the third. First game of 3 for Oskaloosa today in the Indian Classic from Lacey Recreation Complex. And got a partly cloudy sky. Now the heat is certainly coming up. Kinley swings the first pitch, hits in the air to left center field. The center fielder Pumala is there near the warning track to make the grab for out number 1. Kinley had grounded out pitcher to first her first time up.
I like that at bat by Ashley. Still, she just got a little bit too far under it otherwise, so could have been a home run.
Left-handed hitting first baseman Ava Vanderwall looks at ball 1. Ava grounded to short her first time up. Oskaloosa with a run in the first. EastMarshall 2 in their half of the first. 1-0 pitches outside, 2-0. Designated player Abby Braunmeyer on deck for Oskaloosa. Cody Hoskey's 2-0, high 3-0. Hoskey struggled with her control in the first inning, had things a little better in the second inning, starting off a little bit wild here in inning number 3. The 3-0, caught the outside corner, 3-1.
Yep, 3-1. See if Ava can drive this into some open grass.
The 3-1 sails outside, ball 4. First walk given up by Cody Hosky. And this will bring up designated player Abby Braunmeyer, who reached down an error by the second baseman Rasmussen in the first inning.
Good at bat by Ava. Way to not chase after that last ball. Way to stay disciplined and take your base.
Braunmeyer, right-hand batter. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Always thought the designated player was the best position on the team. You get to do nothing but bat.
EastMarshall playing deep in the outfield. The 0-1 is hit in the air to right field. Caught by Duncan. And she'll throw into the infield, so Braunmeyer cannot advance. That's out number 2. Abby got under it, but Duncan in the right spot to make the grab for the second out of the inning. And this brings up right fielder Sophia Dykstra, who had a double left center her last time up. And the first pitch is strike 1. EastMarshall deep in left and center. The right fielder Duncan in a little bit close. In right. The 0-1, swing. Almost nailed the on-deck batter, Maddie Haynes.
Yeah, she was a little bit late to swinging the bat there.
0-2 the count now on Dykstra. 2 away, Vanderwall on first. Here it is. That one, I think she had a bad grip on it because that bounced in. And it wasn't close to the plate. It was halfway between the circle and the home plate when it bounced in.
Yep, good stop by the catcher, too.
1-2 now to Sophia. Looks at 1 high, 2-2. EastMarshall. Oskaloosa batting in the top of the third. 2-2. Swing and a line drive foul to the right, out of play. Count holds it 2-2. Vanderwall retreats to first.
Sophia behind on her last 2 foul balls.
Husky's 2-2 pitch, line foul into the screen, and the count holds it 2-2.
She's still behind on the pitches. Let's see if she chokes up just a tad to get her bat speed a little bit faster.
Husky looks in for the sign. The 2-2 swung on and fouled again. Sophia getting a piece of that one. And the count again is 2-2.
Good at bat by Sophia. Let's see if she can line a fair ball in and advance our runner and get on base safely.
The Indians batters are making Husky work quite a bit. The 2-2 again. Swung out and grounded past the first baseman in the right field for a base hit. Duncan will throw to first, not in time. So Dykstra with a 2-out single, and Vanderwall will go to second. And Sophia 2 for 2 on the day.
Great at bat by Sophia. Eating up a lot of pitch counts and getting on base safely and advancing our runner. Perfect.
That's 4 hits now today for Oskaloosa. The shortstop, Maddie Haynes, stands in. The first pitch is inside for ball 1. Maddie ground to first, her first time up. Duncan in right field seems to move in with the pitch as though she's expecting a ground ball past first base and with a chance to throw the runner out at first. The 1-0 pitch to Haynes is inside 2-0. It's almost like Duncan trying to serve as an extra infielder. The 2-0 to Haynes. Swung on, hit slowly to short. There was a collision between the shortstop and the runner, Vanderwall. They're going to call Vanderwall out for interference.
Just an unfortunate break right there. I still think if there wasn't an interference, you know,
that could potentially have scored a run.
Yep.
You're right. So Oskaloosa in the third, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. I'm going to have to check my rules to see what Haynes is credited for, because I know Vanderwall is out. I don't know if Haynes gets a fielder's choice or a base hit on that. After 2.5, it's EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute, this is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Melinda Pumala bunts the first pitch, fielded by Hacker, and a throw to first gets her. Nice play by Haley as the very fast Pumala was thrown out by about a half a step. Pumala reached an infield single her first time up. Brings up second baseman Maria Rasmussen. Left-hand batter looks at a pitch outside for ball one. Rasmussen walked and scored in the opening inning. 2-1 EastMarshall. Over Oskaloosa, bottom of the third. The 1-0 sails outside 2-0. Some scores in case you missed them from last night. Indianola beat Oskaloosa in softball twice, 3-0 and 9-0. Knoxville over EBF 4-2. That was our game of the week here on KMZN. The 2-0, strike called 2-1 to Rasmussen. West Burlington Notre Dame over Pekin 6-3. North Mahaska blank Keota 12-0. Linville Sully over Sigourney 5-3 in a battle of 1A ranked teams. Montezuma defeated Iowa Valley 6-2. Swing and a foul into the screen. Count goes to 2-2 on Rasmussen. Norwalk beat Grinnell twice, 4-1 and 9-3. BGM over Tri-County 13-1. Ottumwa beat Mount Pleasant 13-3, and then Ottumwa beat Davis County 14-0. 2-2 pitch, swung on, grounded to the first baseman. Vanderwall has it, steps on the bag for out number 2. That's 5-0 retired by Haley Hacker. 2 down on the bottom of the third brings up shortstop Reagan McElrath, who singled to drive in both the West Marshall runs in the first inning. Other softball score, Twin Cedars over Orient Maxburg 11-0. The Sabres having a nice softball season. First pitch swung on, grounded slowly to third. Ashley Kinley has it, fires across for the out. A quick inning for the Indians. Defensively, 3 up and 3 down for EastMarshall after 3. Still EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute, this is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
After 3 innings, EastMarshall with 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. Oskaloosa a run on 4 hits and no errors. Indians have had runners in every inning. only were able to convert once in the first. Faith Durante, the Oskaloosa center fielder, stands in. She swings the first pitch and fouls it into the screen for strike one. Faith had a single her first time up. Durante, Taylor Wills, and Kaylee Johnson, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for Oskaloosa, here in the top of the fourth inning. Cody Hosky, the right-hander, deals, swing and a foul into the screen again, and it's 0-2 on Faith.
I like this part of the lineup for Coach Jay Harms and the Indians. End of the order, but, they're still able to, get on base and get some hits in.
The 0-2 inside. Faith ducks away. It's 1-2. That's a good point because Durante is certainly a decent hitter, and Taylor Wills with her speed can either bunt or slap or run her over or get on base herself.
Yep, it's a well-balanced lineup. They just haven't been able to come together full string.
The 1-2 to Durante misses inside, 2-2. EastMarshall straight away in the outfield, 2-2. Again inside. Or did Faith get a piece of that one? They're saying it was a foul ball, so the count evens 2-2. Faith was trying to duck away from an inside pitch. I wasn't sure whether that hit the catcher's mitt or Faith's bat. Yeah, what? That previous pitch was a foul ball. This one is a fastball outside. The count goes full 3-2. And Hosky's thrown quite a few pitches today. The 3-2. Inside pitch popped in the air. Hosky out of the circle, running toward first base to make the grab for out number one. Now second baseman Taylor Wills stands in. She had to sacrifice her first time up. Taylor, a right-hand batter. Very good speed. Swung on, popped in the air, not far. The first baseman, Arifi, with a step forward to make the grab for out number two. This is starting to be the easiest inning that Cody Hosky has had, the EastMarshall pitcher.
Yep, just having a hard time hitting the ball clean right now, getting a clean hit.
Kaylee Johnson, the left fielder, swings to the first pitch and misses for strike one. Kaylee fly to center her first time up. Indians trailing 2-1 in the first game of this Indian Softball Classic. The 0-1 veers inside, but it caught the inside corner, 0-2.
All right, Kaylee's got to protect now. See if she can sneak her way on base.
The 0-2 pop and caught nicely by the shortstop McElrath, who was running toward third base and caught that on the run to retire the side. 3 up and 3 down for Oskaloosa in the fourth. It remains EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN, AM and FM in Oskaloosa, and the No Coast Network.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
EastMarshall come to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning, leading Oskaloosa 2-1. Catcher Madison Farrington with a swing and a miss at the first pitch. Strike one. Farrington fly to center her first time up. All the scoring of this game came in the first inning. Oskaloosa with one in the top of the first. EastMarshall 2 in the bottom half. The 0-1 swing and a miss and a pitch out of the zone, 0-2. Farrington followed by Juliana Arifi and Hannah Burks. The middle of the EastMarshall lineup. Batting in the fourth. 0-2 pitch is high, 1-2.
Yep. Hacker and the Indians' defense have really settled in and found their groove as of late.
The 1-2 swung on, fouled into the screen, still 1-2. Haley's retired 6 in a row.
Yep, let's see if she can make it 7. She's ahead of the batter right now. See if she can get the batter to chase an outside pitch. Woo!
She chased one anyway, and it was a foul tip for a strikeout.
Yep, good job Megan staying with that ball, catching it. That's always been a tough thing to do for catchers. After a foul ball, to still with focus enough to catch it and get the batter out.
It comes at you so quick.
Yeah.
Second strikeout for Hacker. This brings up first baseman Juliana Arifi. Swings to the first pitch, hits in the air to right field. Dykstra back a couple of steps to make the grab for the second out.
Yep, certainly I'm very pleased with how the Indians' defense and pitching has been going so far in this game. And even when they gave up the 2 runs, they were still in a little pickle where there was a bunch of base runners left, and they still were cool, calm, and collected.
Now third baseman Hannah Burks swings and misses, strike one. Burks was hit by a pitch her last time up, and she's the last EastMarshall Mustang to reach base. Hackers 0-1, just high 1-1. EastMarshall number 10 of the state in Class 2A softball. And they're showing they got a lot of ingredients to do well this season. The 1-1 just outside 2-1.
Yeah, they got a very solid team.
The 2-1 in there for a strike, 2-2, just caught the outside corner.
As I was saying, their defense has been stellar so far this game, and their hitting hasn't been too bad as well.
And they got people who can run, and they got a couple of good pitchers.
Yep.
The 2-2 swung, fouled into the screen, 2-2. Pitcher Cody Hosky on deck, hoping to bat for EastMarshall in the bottom of the fourth. Nobody on base, 2 down, and a 2-2 count on third baseman Hannah Burks.
And Joe, I see the Fairfield coach walking around this game almost like he's scouting.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Here's a ground ball foul down the first baseline. Count holds at 2-2.
I'm sure that'll probably be another sub-state matchup coming late this fall in the postseason.
And I'm sure we'll see Oskaloosa coach Jay Harms scouting Fairfield's first game, which will follow this game, against Van Meter. 3-2 pitch grounded, foul down the third base line. Count holds at 3-2 to Burks.
Yep, the Fairfield rivalry has really hyped up from last softball season to the football game to the basketball season.
The 3-2 again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Hacker in this inning and 3 in the game. Nothing across again for EastMarshall after 4. EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
The Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville is the place to meet your friends for good times and great food. Try one of their mouth-watering tenderloins or burgers. And don't forget to order up some delicious appetizers like mac and cheese bites or jalapeno poppers. Stop into the Welcome In Bar and Grill at 209 Walnut Street in downtown Eddyville today, and be sure to like them on Facebook to see daily food and drink specials.
With Kate Snakenberg, Joe Lancello at the Indian Classic in Oskaloosa at Lacey Recreation Complex. After 4 innings, Oskaloosa a run, 4 hits, no errors. EastMarshall 2 runs, 2 hits, and 2 errors. Oskaloosa with the top of their batting order coming up in the top of the 5th. Catcher Megan Mormon, followed by third baseman Ashley Kinley and first baseman Ava Vanderwall. Cody Hosky has gone the distance for EastMarshall.
Yep.
Mormon looks at strike one. Megan has reached on an infield single and scored, and fly to center in 2 trips.
Yep, she's pitched outstanding so far today. The 1 run was given up because she walked.
Here's a swing and a pop into short center field. Coming on is Pumala to make the grab for out number 1.
I mean, she didn't walk, but she had a pass ball go home, and we stole home. So she's, other than that, she has really pitched very well so far, taking control of this game.
And what was a help on the run was that the throw from the shortstop went into the dugout. That allowed Megan to go to second base.
Yep.
Now Ashley Kinley looks at the first pitch for ball 1. Ashley has grounded to the pitcher and fly to center. Ashley, a senior right-hand batter, the 1-0. Missing high and outside, 2-0. Damon in left field playing close to the line, so there's quite a gap in left center. The 2-0. A strike, 2. I thought he called a strike. The pitch looked quite inside. Yet 2-1 is the count.
It did look inside.
Hosky, the right-hander, deals. There's a swing and a foul into the screen. The count goes 2-2. Duncan in right field for EastMarshall. Shallow and playing very close to the line, so there's a lot of room in the gaps. Pumala, the center fielder, is fast, but not warp speed fast to catch anything that might get to the gap. The 2-2. Swing popped over and out to the right. Count holds it 2-2 to Ashley Kinley.
Yep, Joe, and you get this sort of desperate feeling that the Indians have to get something on the board this inning as they're running out of time in this game.
The 2-2 to Kinley. Hit in the air to right field. The second baseman will catch it on the edge of the grass. Rasmussen for out number 2. This brings up first baseman Ava Vanderwall, who grounded to short and walked, officially 0 for 1.
You know, it's just been one of those games where the Indians haven't been able to buy a nice clean hit all game.
First pitch is swung on, hit right back to the circle. Hosky will throw to first in time for the out. Another 3 up and 3 down inning for EastMarshall pitcher Cody Hosky. Nothing across for Oskaloosa after 4.5. It's still EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Craig Ford has the lowest prices around on brand new Fords. And now when you purchase a new Craig Ford, we'll also give you a 65-inch 4K HD flat screen TV.
No extra charge.
Buy a Ford, get a flat screen at Craig Ford. And if you can bring me a deal I can't beat, I'll still give you the TV. Craig Ford in Oskaloosa, where you get the best deals on new Fords and a 65-inch HD TV.
Some limitations apply. See Craig Ford for details.
Why is Sea First Credit Union growing so fast? Because Andy got a great rate on his new truck for him and his best buddy. Because Derek and Stephanie's checking account includes opportunities to qualify for some serious cash. And Matt joined Sea First because his best friends recommended it. And they were right about sushi. It all adds up. Save with us, borrow with us, grow with us. Because together is better.
EastMarshall come to bat on the bottom of the fifth, leading 2-1. Here's a swing and a pop. Caught by the catcher Mormon in foul territory for out number one. Cody Hosky, the pitcher, had a sacrifice her first time up, and she's quickly retired here to start the bottom of the fifth. Now Kayla Mommer, the designated player, stands in. She struck out her first time up. And a swing and a foul on the first pitch for strike one. This is settled into a nice pitcher's duel. EastMarshall with just 2 hits, both in the opening inning. Oskaloosa with 4 hits. But EastMarshall leading in the score column 2-1. The 0-1 swung on, fouled into the screen again, and Mommer is down 0-2. Right fielder Madison Duncan is on deck for EastMarshall as the Mustangs hold a 2-1 lead. All the scoring coming in the first inning.
Yep, the most important stat is the scoreboard right now, and the Indians have themselves trailing.
Swing and a foul out of here to the right. The count holds 0-2 on Mommer. M-O-M-M-E-R. And quite a turnout from EastMarshall to see this game. The 0-2 pitch is outside 1-2.
I've been thinking the same thing.
Well, it's a full day, basically. So why not make a day of it? The 1-2 fouled near the Oskaloosa dugout on the first base side. The count holds at 1-2. Following this game, EastMarshall will play West Burlington Notre Dame. That won't be till 2:30. The 1-2 swung on, grounded through the hole to the right side for a base hit, and the ball gets through Dykstra. Mommer will round first and go to second as the ball goes to the wall. That will be a single for Mommer and an error on the right fielder Dykstra. And EastMarshall have their first base runner since Burks was hit by a pitch in the second inning, and their first base hit since McElrath had a 2-run single in the first inning. And with the flex player rule in effect, Quinn Damon, the left fielder, comes in to run for Mommer. So EastMarshall 1 down and a runner on second. And we have a pinch hitter also. Oh, no, we don't. I beg your pardon. I was looking at Madison Duncan, and I saw the 9 for right field and thought that was her uniform number. She, in fact, wears the number 1. Duncan ground to second her first time up. Looks at a pitch high for ball 1.
Looked like a strike, Joe, from up here. Haley just needs to stay calm. She knows that her infield has played outstanding so far today, and she's pitched very well.
Infield coming up. The ball gets away briefly from Mormon, but no chance for Duncan to advance. And the count is 1-1. Indians up in the infield expecting a bunt or a slap. The 1-1 high, 2-1. Duncan on the shorter side, she's been productive. 13 runs batted despite a 180 average. Pitch is low, blocked well by Mormon. Count is 2-2. Damon was dancing off second as though she trying to draw a throw from the innings, but Megan didn't oblige. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3.
Way to go, Haley. Excellent pitch on the 2-2. She knew she was ahead of the count. She delivered a pitch high outside to force the EastMarshall pitcher to chase it, and she chased it with the strikeout.
4 strikeouts now for Hacker, 2 away for EastMarshall in the bottom of the 5th. Mommer still the runner at second. Here's a bunt high in the air and caught by Hacker, the pitcher, coming toward home plate to make the grab. And Melinda Pumala retired on 1 pitch, and EastMarshall retired in the 5th. No runs 1 hit. There was 1 Oskaloosa error and 1 runner left. EastMarshall is stranded 2. After 5 innings, it remains EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indians softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
After 5 innings, Oskaloosa a run, 4 hits, and 1 error. EastMarshall 2 runs, 3 hits, and 2 errors. Oskaloosa come to bat on the top of the 6th, trailing 2-1, and cleanup hitter Abby Braunmeyer will lead things off for the Indians. And here's a swing. Ball hit hard to the shortstop. McElrath has it. The throw to first is a little high, but in time for the out. Braunmeyer reached on an error by the second baseman Rasmussen and flied out in her previous 2 trips. Hosky has retired 7 straight batters for EastMarshall. Now the right fielder Sophia Dykstra, who has doubled and singled in 2 trips. Swung on at the first pitch, popped high in the air. Hosky, the pitcher, out of the circle, catches it just in front of the third baseline for out number 2. We have settled down into a nice pitcher's duel here, but the Indians are on the wrong side of it. Now Maddie Haynes, who grounded out to first and then hit a grounder to the shortstop her last time up, as she looks at ball 1 high. And Vanderwall, who was running on second, ran smack into the shortstop McElrath, and Vanderwall was called out for interference. It was just, the ball was just kind of hit right there, and there was no chance for anybody to really get out of anybody's way. The 1-0, high 2-0 to Maddie Haynes. Arifi at first base is up a couple of steps. Swung on, popped up into short right field. Coming over into right center is Pumala, the center fielder, to make the grab and retire the side. 3 up and 3 down for Oskaloosa. After 5.5, EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian softball at the Indian Classic on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second baseman Maria Rasmussen swings at the first pitch and misses for strike 1. Rasmussen, Reagan McElrath, and Madison Farrington, the 2-3-4 hitters for EastMarshall, coming up here in the bottom of the 6th. Haley Hacker's 0-1 pitch, swung out and grounded, foul down the first baseline, and the count goes 0-2. Rasmussen has walked and scored and grounded out in her 2 appearances. Officially 0 for 1. Rasmussen, left-handed batter with good speed. The 0-2 swung on and just got the end of the bat on that one and grounded it foul toward the EastMarshall dugout on the third base side. Count holds 0-2.
Yep, Haley, she played amazing so far in this game. You know, can't complain with how she's played in the infield.
Swung on, the ball grounded. Nice stab by the first baseman, Vanderwall. She'll run to the bag to beat Rasmussen there for the out.
Beautiful pick by Ava. Kept her head on the ball, secured it, and was, had enough time to step on first base and retire the batter.
1 up and 1 down for EastMarshall. This brings up shortstop Reagan McElrath, who looks at a pitch way high, ball 1, so high that it was out of Mormon's reach, even the Oskaloosa catcher. McElrath with a 2-run single in the first inning. That's brought in all the EastMarshall runs, and she grounded to third in the third inning. Right-hand batter. Swung on, hit high in the air. Coming into center field, Durandi with a good run in. She'll make the grab for out number 2.
Yep, Faith at center field. You know, sort of the captain of the outfield and the infield on pop flies. Called Taylor off and did what she did and got the Indians with 2 outs now. Let's see if we can end the inning with 0 runs scored.
It's easier for the outfielder coming in to make a catch than it is for one of the middle infielders to go back and make a catch.
Yep. And you can run faster forward than you can backwards.
And you know that from experience backpedaling as a football player.
Yep, for sure.
Farrington, the catcher, looks at strike 1 now to pitch inside 1-0-1. Farrington has fly to center and struck out in her 2 trips. Haley Hackers 1-1, high 2-1. Haley's allowed just 3 hits and 2 runs. The 2-1 swung on, hit in the air to short left field. Coming in is Kaylee Johnson, the left fielder, to make the grab and retire the side. Nothing across for EastMarshall. The Indians with their final chance in the top of the 7th. After 6, it remains EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. Back in a minute. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Oskaloosa come to bat in the top of the 7th. Their last opportunity as they trail EastMarshall 2-1. The Indians will have the bottom third of their batting order coming up. Faith Durandi, followed by Taylor Wills and Kaylee Johnson.
Yep, do or die time for the Indians. They're in the top of the last inning. So, I mean, it's pretty simple. You got to keep scoring until you take the lead, and if you don't get enough, then the game's over.
Durandi swings the first pitch and fouls it into the screen for strike 1. Faith with a single in the second and popped out in the 4th. Indians haven't had a base runner since the 3rd inning, when Vanderwall had a 1-out walk and then Dykstra had a 2-out single. Durandi, right-handed batter against the right-hander Cody Hosky. Looks at one inside, ball 1, 1-1 the count. Indians trying to avoid their third loss in 24 hours. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2.
Yep, swung for the fence right there. Pulled her head, and when you pull your head, you typically have a hard time hitting the ball. So if she can keep her chin tucked on her shoulder, it'll help her see the ball and hit it harder.
The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is the first strikeout all day for Cody Hosky. She's run some deep counts, but she's gotten the Indians to hit the ball. And she's walked just 1 and allowed 4 hits. Now second baseman Taylor Will stands in. Swing the first pitch, popped it in the air into foul territory, and that will hit the screen on top for strike 1.
Oh, in the net.
Taylor with a sacrifice and a pop to first, officially 0 for 1. Will's a right-hand batter. Burke's the third baseman up a couple of steps. Arifi at first up a step. Swung on, grounded to the first baseman, Arifi with a backhand stab. She'll run to the bag for out number 2, and the Indians are down to their last out.
Excellent backhand by Arifi right there. Those backhand picks are super hard to do.
Now Kaylee Johnson to bat for Oskaloosa. She's fly to center and popped to short in 2 trips. Here's a swing and a line drive past the third baseman into left field for a base hit.
Good start. Way to go, Kaylee. Finally, there's that nice, clean hit we've been looking for all day. Hopefully this sparks a run for the Indians, a little 2-out rally.
That's the 5th hit for Oskaloosa today, and their first since the 3rd inning. And now the top of the Oskaloosa batting order, and catcher Megan Mormon. And I think we may see a pinch runner here at first base. And we do, and that's Lauren Kuhn.
Yep, the trackster in cross country. Lauren's going to run track and cross country for Central next year in Pella.
Qualified for state in cross country and in a relay or 2 in track this year.
Yep, Lauren's been qualifying for cross country ever since her freshman year.
And I think just the second Oskaloosa athlete to ever do that, if I remember right. There haven't been many.
Yeah, there haven't been many, I know. I don't know much history about the cross-country team, sadly.
So Kuhn is the runner on first with 2 down. She is the tying run on base, and now Megan Mormon, the Oskaloosa catcher, will stand in. She's got an infield single. And Kuhn, who was the courtesy runner for her, came around to score. And then Megan has fly to center twice. First pitch, swung on, grounded slowly to short, bobbled by the shortstop, and everybody's safe. And Kuhn ran a little too far off second, but dives back in safely. Ball took kind of a freaky hop and hit the shortstop, McElrath. Bounced off her upper chest and went back toward the circle. So the Indians with runners on first and second. And now the courtesy runner for Oskaloosa at first is Macy Creer. So some good speed on the bases.
Yep, and here's what you want as a senior captain on the team, Ashley Kinley. 2 outs with runners on second and first. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than what she's got right now. See if she can, take her pitch and drive it far, and get these runners home.
Kinley has grounded to the pitcher, fly to center, and pop to second. Runners on first and second for Oskaloosa as they trail 2-1 in the top of the 7th. And the first pitch is a strike. Indians down to their last out. EastMarshall straight away in the outfield. Duncan and right a little shallow. The 0-1. High in the strike zone. At the letters for a strike, 0-2. So the Indians now down to their last strike.
Got to protect now.
Kinley, the right-handed batter. Hoskey's 0-2. High 1-2. First baseman Ava Vanderwall on deck, hoping to get a chance at hitting on the top of the 7th with the Indians trailing 2-1. The 1-2 pitch, swung on, hit to the circle. Hosky has it, throws to first, and that will end the game. Oskaloosa in the 7th, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. They stranded 7. And the final score, EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. We'll come back and sum up this first game when we return in 3 minutes. This is Oskaloosa Indian Softball on KMZN and the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Flight and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
The final totals for Oskaloosa: a run, 6 hits, 1 error, and 7 left on base. EastMarshall, 2 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, and 2 left. The winning pitcher, Cody Hosky, she pitched a complete game 6 hitter, gave up 1 run. It was not earned. She walked 1 and struck out 1. Haley Hacker takes the loss for Oskaloosa. She went the distance, 6 innings, gave up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned, with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. EastMarshall got both their runs in the opening inning on an infield single, a stolen base, a wild pitch, then a walk to the next batter, Maria Rasmussen, who stole second, and both were driven in by a single by shortstop Reagan McElrath. Oskaloosa's run came in the top of the first, as Megan Mormon reached on an infield single, was able to reach second. As the throw from the shortstop, McElrath went into the Oskaloosa dugout. Courtesy runner Lauren Kuhn went to third on a pass ball and scored on a wild pitch. So not much offense in this game, some pretty good pitching. The Indians got a threat in the bottom of the 7th with 2 out with runners on first and second, and weren't able to get that 1 hit that would make the difference. The Indians now 9-8 overall. EastMarshall 15-4, and the Mustangs ranked number 10 of the state in Class 2A, and they showed they're a pretty good ball club.
Yep, just an unfortunate break for the Indians again. Fielding was there, pitching was there. Haley pitched an excellent game, I thought. Only gave up 2 runs and I think 4 hits total, if that was even it. Just, unfortunate that, we couldn't get our bats better. Just too many pop flies for the Indians, not enough nice line drives, not enough finding the gap hits. And you know what? It's a good thing we got 2 more games left today, so the Indians still time to bounce back. And hopefully they can do that next game against Fairfield, and that'll be a tough game, so it'd be a good one to win. And
possibly a preview, as you've mentioned, Kate, of the playoffs coming up a little bit later this year, because Fairfield, a pretty solid bunch. Yeah. I have to see. I don't think they are ranked. I believe they have been.
Yeah, and they'll probably be in our district. I know they've been in our district the past couple years, so I'd assume they wouldn't change anything. And Fairfield's definitely a team I believe we'll have to face in the near future if we want to get to the places where we want to go.
Time of the game, a very quick 1 hour and 15 minutes. We will be back with you here from the Lacey Recreation Complex in Oskaloosa, approximately 12:45. That's the scheduled start of the Indians' next game as they take on the Fairfield Lady Trojans. So until then, we'll be tossing it back to the greatest hits of all time on KMZN AM and FM. Thanks very much to Jimmy Ott back at Mission Control taking care of business. Thanks to Titus Lutzring, our producer-director here at the Oskaloosa Video Production Crew, for the pictures on the video side of things. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I'm Joe Lancello for Kate Snakenberg. The final score here in the first game of the Indian Classic, EastMarshall 2, Oskaloosa 1. We'll be back around 12:45 on KMZN, AM and FM, and the No Coast Network.
You've been listening to live Oskaloosa Indians softball on the No Coast Network. Brought to you by Bank Iowa, Cloud Valve Company, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Pella Printing, Robert Ald Investments, Malcolm Lumber, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Certified Pest Control, Community First Credit Union, Fred's Muffler Shop, Hawkeye Real Estate, Pella Regional Health Center, Edward Jones Investments, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Mahaska Drug, Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa, Lighton State Bank, Gatton Realty, the Welcome Inn of Eddyville, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care Center, and the Rock Island Tap. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.